We are 1,000 miles from home, and we bought this little sports car sight unseen.
And that vehicle brought us here, but it's sold.
It's staying here.
I feel like this is a horrible, horrible idea.
We're in Missouri. We're in Missouri, close to St. Louis. And we live in Pennsylvania, so we have 1,000 miles back home. But we do have to go several hours the wrong direction first to deliver the Jeep.
Correct. So it's a win-win either situation.
So it'll be good. Yeah, so let's get this tarp off here and show you what we got. It's gonna be good.
It's nothing too impressive.
Hey, look, we can Flintstone. The door opens.
Oh, does this door open? So we have one door open. That's already a win.
Look at that. We got both doors opening.
We've got extreme extra ventilation. By the way, folks, we bought this car. What we were told was we have no idea if it's complete. So that was probably a lose. Oh, look at that. We're going to be shifting with a vice grip. I just saw that.
Oh, well.
Delicious. That's extraordinary.
We've got no floor in here, folks.
Zero floor. Do we have any brake or gas pedal?
It's locked up, but it's there. Same with gas pedal.
Yeah, okay.
Clutch is there, but not functioning.
Okay.
Like at all.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. We do know that this thing is missing the fuel tank. That was the only thing we were told. It's missing the fuel tank. No idea if it's complete beyond that. And we're driving it home.
Oh boy.
Oh, look at that. Just lifts right out.
It's pretty sweet.
Can't beat that. So this thing is just the gift that keeps on giving.
Like another seat.
Yep. At least we have the seats. We don't have to build our own seats.
It's true.
That is a plus.
I think if we get some seat covers, it'll be like brand new.
Brandy spanking new, but not comfortable.
But you can see the floor is not there.
Yes.
So we're gonna have to go to Lowe's or Home Depot or something and get some plywood. Oh, that's...
Oh, that?
I think that goes in there.
Yeah, that's that cover.
Okay.
We'll get that then. Oh, that whole thing is loose too.
But this is, he welded that in.
That's
structural.
That's tremendous.
Because there's no structure in this anymore.
Well, that makes our job a lot easier.
It does. Whoop. We just put a piece of plywood right in here.
Basically, yeah.
Ish.
It's just gonna do, so 3 pieces of plywood.
Three small pieces.
One, because it does have a floor right there.
Yeah. But you can see like there's the door you got to lift up to close it. And look at the windshield. Everything flexes.
Boy.
So you got to have the doors closed.
Oh boy.
And it gives you structure. You could literally Flintstone this thing.
Yes. Yes.
You could.
Yeah, those are feet on the ground.
Okay, well, we got trash in here. The floor pan over here is solid.
Surprisingly.
That's the only one.
Hey, we got a radio.
Something's gonna tell me that's not gonna work anymore.
Yeah, considering that the wires are snipped. Oh man.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh,
patch panel.
Hey, yes sir.
Yes, definitely floor pan. That's a nice cookie sheet.
Yep.
You could set that. Boy, you could almost put that in there.
You know what? We could actually almost just get a bunch of those and just self-drilling screws.
And bend them up around.
Get like a little piece of
carpet. We go to Dollar Tree. There's a Dollar Tree in town. And we can get some thin cookie sheets, hammer in place, and get some self-drilling screws. That would probably work better.
Yep.
Okay, there's a bunch of stuff that...
And Lord have mercy if we have to drive this thing through the rain. Oh.
It's got seat belts. I mean, there's stuff like this. I don't know.
Tremendous.
Ooh, we got some trim.
We're gonna have to clean up this whole mess then.
What? Yeah, oh yeah. What is... That's a radio antenna, I think. Okay, let's not beat that trim up, because that's the trim that goes like...
Oh, like
over
that.
the top of this stuff.
Yep.
That's
good that we found that. That's
pretty
great.
Good trim. That's just for one side. Hopefully there's... Oh yeah. Here's more.
A gift that keeps on giving.
See, it's amazing because you can just reach right into the trunk because we're going to need that
We'll need every bit of space we have because that Jeep is
But we have brand new tires.
Yes. Yes.
Brand new tires. It does not roll.
Not like the car rolls.
That's what he told us. It does not roll at all, actually.
We're going to be doing some lubrification.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get the trunk open. The bumper's laying on the ground.
Yes. Easily fixable.
The exhaust is on and solid?
Hey, that opened.
I don't know if we have a key.
Yeah, keys in the ignition.
Is it?
Yep. Hey, we got wheel covers.
And this?
That works.
Okay. We can use that for our fuel tank.
Is that where the fuel tank was supposed to be? In the back?
The fuel tank is, I don't know where they put it. But this obviously is, we do have wheel covers.
There's another one wherever I saw it. There's two.
Center cap. Or three, all four center caps.
Center caps.
And two of these beauty rings. Okay, what is, this is more, oh, there's a return line for the fuel. Okay, so that's for these.
And trim pieces. Okay.
Okay.
That's handy.
That's really nice. Intake boot. Spare tire cover.
Yeah,
I don't think we'll be needing that.
Well, we have extra tires, but.
Okay, I think they were having a fuel issue.
Yes.
Being that there's a few filters.
Several.
Other than that, you've got some more miscellaneous stuff. Oh, here's this other trim piece. Good.
Oh, nice. So we have all the trim.
Good, good.
And then.
Good.
What is, oh, that's the antenna laying in there? What is?
Yeah, that's.
Nice. For the radio, that does not exist.
The radio's not going to work, folks.
Bummer. Bummer.
It's going to be a long ride home.
Bummer. It's going to be a long ride home no matter how we slice this.
I'm not planning on slicing it.
It was a long ride home in a normal running vehicle. Or it was
we could stick our 5-gallon can under there because we've got the lid. Fill it right up like normal.
Oh, we could rig it in there like that.
It's gonna have to.
Yeah.
Ooh. Another fuel filter. Wow.
Promising.
They were having fuel issues.
Very promising.
Hence the reason the tank got eliminated.
Maybe there was a bunch of junk in the tank.
I'm sure. Got one factory carb. Not sure that's. But it's hooked to a dual intake.
Oh, nice. So we have that whole thing.
That. What is this? Is that a wheel cylinder or something?
That would be amazing.
What is? No, it's a fuel. Electric fuel pump.
Okay.
Is it? I don't know what it is. It looks like a brake wheel cylinder, but I thought it looked like an electric fuel pump the way it's sitting here. But no, it's a single piston brake wheel cylinder.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's check out what's under the hood.
Yeah. Hopefully there's an engine under here. Hey, hey.
Appears that there is. Our hood prop is a spaghetti noodle now. Okay, well, we got an engine.
Yes.
And a newer fuel pump.
Oh. Is that fuel line?
That's all fuel line. I don't know what was going on here. We've got an updated carb that's well attached.
Got a mouse.
Okay, so it's all here.
Okay, does she turn?
And unfortunately, it has an air pump. That will need to go.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you want to hold that hood up because our hood prop's a spaghetti noodle. Let's see if this engine's free.
Well, that'll be our first project, as always.
Okay, well, I mean, as of right now, it's stuck, folks.
Again. Every car we get, the engines are seized.
Hopefully this one comes unseized easily.
Hopefully.
What do I get? Okay, this looks way better than that limousine down in here. That's clean. It's actually clean and oiled. It's not full of rust.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, and she should pop off pretty quick.
That's amazing.
It's also not really like we can just push it and pop it in gear and break the engine loose.
Let me come on over there and...
She don't roll.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to get her rolling. But let's get the engine running first.
Oh!
It actually has
oil?
Decent oil in it. It'll be getting changed, but that is a really good sign. And the exhaust is here. Like, it's not all completely rotted off. We may survive the ride home.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
To breathe in all that all the whole time? Yeah.
Horrible.
Does it go the whole way back?
We may be fixing the exhaust.
Where does it go? Oh, it goes up through the tunnel underneath where the e-brake is. All right, first...
Hood prop in.
Yeah, first things first. We need to get this engine unlocked.
Can you get on there with something?
Hopefully. I can't quite see the crank easily, but maybe. The suspension doesn't look all rotted away.
No. Actually, it doesn't really look that rotten. I mean, the car looks horrible. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about it's not disintegrating before our very eyes. By the way, folks, we have picked the absolute hottest day of the year.
It's very hot.
To do this. It's toasty.
I don't know what it is. Close to 90?
Yeah, it's got to be above 90.
It's hot.
Yep.
In Missouri.
In Missouri.
That's fun.
Yep. Couldn't think of a better way to spend a hot day outside.
This one's going to be all metric stuff.
So we are attempting to free the engine.
By using the alternator.
By using the alternator. So far, no go.
Oh, it turned.
Oh.
Hey, folks, you got to get a video of that down there.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at this.
We got, I don't know if you can see down there, but we have got full movement of the engine. Woo!
It's making some strange noises in there, so I think we're going to pull the spark plugs.
Yep.
And shoot some transmission fluid down in there.
Well, that's tremendous.
That's huge. This thing's going to run.
She's a runner. I like how we say that and we haven't heard it run.
Take a picture of my firing order. So we'll have to try to re-look that up.
And then try not to hook it all up backwards.
I am thrilled about this carburetor. I mean, we're gonna have to get some big zip ties to hold it down, but
so this is the
updated carburetor,
which is what, tremendously easier.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about trying to tune a dual carb.
What are these? Why are there spark plugs on the carb? Oh no, that's the fuel.
That's the fuel inlet.
I don't know what I'm talking about. As usual. By the way, folks, we drove straight through overnight here, so
we're tired.
Yep, we're tired before we start working on it.
That's the way we do.
Please don't hold us accountable for anything dumb we say, as usual.
Okay. The carburetor is locked up as of right now, but it can't be that bad. Well, the throttle cable isn't. There's nowhere to hook it to.
What?
Okay, so that carburetor has probably never been used.
They probably stuck it on there and then just never did anything with it?
Well, they stuck it on here and said, it don't fit. No, we're gonna have to do some lubrification. Okay, well, we're gonna do lots of lubing, pulling the spark plugs out.
But we do have movement in the engine.
That's huge.
That's tremendous. So the setup we have here is, we have, like I said before, this Jeep that brought us out here is already sold to someone a few hours north of Michigan, or sorry, not Michigan, Missouri. And it's full of stuff, it's full of all our tools, and somehow we have to fit that all in there. It's gonna be delightful. Yeah, I'm not really sure what we're thinking, but gonna have fun doing it.
We got all the spark plugs out. They are all really fouled, like black as sin.
So does that mean that someone was trying to run it?
Yeah, apparently, probably on the old carburetor, because this one's not hooked up.
Okay.
Who knows what was going on there? But I'm getting excited about this car. The car has serious potential. It really does. Wait till you see what we do with that floor. That's going to be almost factory. And then...
Almost. AKA dollar store cookie sheets.
Yes. But I think it has potential. We have a lot of work to do. I mean, the clutch doesn't work at all. It's hydraulic, unfortunately. Brakes don't work at all. And they're all locked on. We have a lot of work to do, but let's get this engine running.
Dad's kind of like Jesus. He looks at a complete piece of crap and says, that has potential.
Absolutely. That can be saved.
Okay, if you say so.
I found a problem.
Oh dear.
Vacuum advance wasn't hooked up. Fixed. Not this end though. Okay, vacuum advance disconnected again. Because the carburetors don't need vacuum advance, guys.
We're gonna be eliminating things.
All right. So I can see down inside the cylinders and they don't look too bad, but
okay,
we're going to shoot some transmission fluid down in there just for some lubrication. And then we'll crank it over by hand a couple more times just to get everything.
So you got to crank over by getting on the alternator pulley?
Yep.
So that means it was not that locked up at all.
It was not that locked up. It was a little bit at first, sounded a little crunchy. Just probably some surface rust inside the cylinder walls.
Yep.
No big deal. Okay, well I got most of that transmission fluid in those holes. Some went
elsewhere.
Into the environment, back to whence it came.
I don't think that's where it came from.
Okay, there are some things that are going to fall off going down the road, so let's just take them off.
We will
now.
need to be eliminated.
Okay, like this air pump, we are going to take that belt off there.
So what exactly does the air pump do?
It's for emissions.
Oh.
Back in '76.
Oh.
This is.
Oh, we don't need that.
I don't think we ever announced what this thing is.
Oh.
It is a 1976 Triumph Spitfire. At 1500, from what I understand. So 1.5 liter? Yeah. Pretty awesome.
I am really, really tickled pink with these tires, though.
Oh, so huge.
That's tremendous.
But it means we're going to have to take the old ones along. Yep. It's going to be a pain in the gluteus.
We're going to be strapping them somewhere.
Okay, so this has been replaced. Somebody's been working at this thing. Oh, an ignition amplifier. Ooh. Hopefully that works.
Great.
Yeah. Great.
It's like everything else. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that works.
Well, if it doesn't, that's a pain. Okay, so let's start cranking this thing again. Sounds like the starter was halfway engaged, but it's disconnected now. So it's turning over really nice and free. Now we've got all that transmission fluid soaking down inside the rims. Yep. Rims, not the rims. Rings.
The rims are these things.
Oh, yeah, the ones that aren't moving right now.
Yeah, those aren't working either, but.
Okay.
Eliminate the mouse nest. So what next? We're gonna check and see if we have a spark?
Yeah, we should put a battery in here. See if the starter works. See if we have some spark. And then we're gonna start. Yeah, we'll go from there.
All right, we've got a battery in here.
That's probably dead.
That's probably dead, but we'll see if we have any sparkies.
Okay, so far nothing burning.
So far, no.
All I smell is mouse.
That's pretty common for what we work on.
But this one's bad. I'm pretty sure this is like a mouse urinal.
Ugh. Like the men's room at the Mouse House Hotel.
Okay.
Nothing's
blowing up.
Okay.
Nothing's blowing up. Okay, I'm gonna see if this thing at least cranks. I would be really surprised if it does anything.
Well, yeah, considering we think our battery's dead.
Well, that too.
Is it in neutral?
Yes, I was checking that. What is this? Wiper washer. We're gonna use Rain-X instead of our windshield wipers. But we have turn signal action.
Yeah, that will be needed.
If we can get them working. If not, we'll be using toggle switches because I brought the whole toggle switch combination along.
Yes.
Okay, where did you say the key was?
It's in the ignition, around there where the ignition usually is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does
we got good crankage.
That,
ladies and gentlemen,
really surprises me.
Yeah, that popped right off.
That surprises me. The starter engages.
It was spraying your nice stuff all back up at you.
That's fine. All right, let's check for spark.
Okay.
You want to get ready to crank her? So we got Arthur leaning over because he's like a tower of Pisa.
Yeah, by the way.
Look at the height difference. It comes up to his belt.
Actually, right at my waist.
You know, I might not be able to have a seat in there for you. You'll be looking over that top of that windshield.
We might need to build like a little nest with some pillows and blankets, and that'll be my seat. Oh boy.
Anyway, we're gonna check for spark because it cranks for whatever reason. That would be really strange to have a spark because it's got one of these weird ignition amplifiers, whatever that is. Okay.
Ready?
Well, let me find a place to send this thing to ground.
Yeah. Find the one ground.
Yeah. Well, we'll try it on the vacuum advance. See what happens.
Yeah.
I got
right in your face.
In transmission fluid. Hey guys, that was not smart of me. that wasn't smart. I got transmission fluid from the cylinders all over me. Okay. Now, okay. So let's start testing for power at that coil.
All right, so we're checking for power. Didn't have spark, and we didn't even have power
to the coil.
So
which is going over here to this spark amplifier, which I'm not proud of.
So you're thinking that the problem might be in the spark amplifier?
I hope not. Of course, there's just wires just hanging around.
That might be an issue. Anyway,
let's check what this is. Okay, turn the key on again.
Yep.
Actually, just leave it on probably.
Okay.
No power to that. No power to that. We got a little bit of power there. Okay, well, we're going to be cleaning up all these fuses.
Majorly.
Because they're not doing anything right now.
So they're just really, really corroded?
Yeah. All right, Arthur, go ahead and crank it over. We sent power from the fuse box, which is really corroded, right to the coil.
Okay. Yeah.
It zaps.
Yeah, we got spark.
Quite fine. Okay, so now it's going to stick the spark plugs back in. I got to fix this. I can see this right now is going to be an issue. We'll fix that, and then we'll get spark plugs in. We'll dump a little bit of gas in the carb and just at least see if she pops off, because that would make me so happy before we start working a bunch of other stuff.
Dad is busy freeing up this carb. About to send a little fuel down it and see if she pops off. Looks like he's getting it freed up pretty easy. I mean, we got some movement.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than the limousine. Hey,
we got movement.
There's the back one.
Let us know in the comments before you watch anymore. Do you think we can actually drive this thing 1,000 miles home to Pennsylvania? Let us know. Do you have faith in us or not? And we have solid faith.
If we can't drive it, we can Flintstone it.
Yeah, No. No.
Come on, that would be so much fun.
Nope. It's gonna be bad enough driving this.
It's gonna be a long drive.
Hey, you got good movement.
It's going really good. I'm really happy. I really think this carburetor is brand new. I just don't think it was ever hooked up. I'm gonna have to make some brackets.
Well, yeah, but at least it works. Or you can just, do a piece of twine and just run it in here, and I can have your throttle.
That would be a long drive home.
No. No. That was not being serious.
Okay. But look at that. Got movage there. The choke moves. It all springs back. Here's our throttle cable, which
moves.
We're gonna have to go to Lowe's or Tractor Supply and get some.
Yeah, but that should work. All right, we ready to see if she fires?
Yeah, let me dump some fuel down inside the throat. Here's what we got. This is, contrary to popular opinion, it is not Gold Peak Real Brewed Tea, although it looks a lot like it.
Well, you were just drinking out of that bottle, so.
I was not too long ago. But this is gasoline and transmission fluid mix. It gives a little bit of lubrication down inside of everything. So I'm gonna fill the bowl down inside of here. Plenty. All right, we're gonna hook our spark up. Okay, see if she pops off. She's a runner.
She's a runner.
Do it again. Go ahead.
I'll probably have fuel.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
She'll run.
Look at that.
We're almost ready to drive this thing back to Pennsylvania.
No.
Okay, well, let's get the carburetor hooked up, fuel pump, and see if we can get it to idle a little bit, get it warmed up.
So we'll get it running half decent, and then we'll do brakes.
Yep, we got to get some coolant in it and go from there.
Yep.
That's great.
You never know, this car might be too easy.
Too easy. We got a long drive home.
Yes, I feel like the drive will be the hard part. Not really the will it run, it'll be the drive.
We're gonna question our life choices.
You know,
Guarantee
like we're
that.
not already. Like we're not already.
Get about 6 hours into that drive and we're gonna be like, you probably just ought to send me in, commit me.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough. So you're checking to see if that works?
Yeah, I'm gonna just temporarily hook the wiring up. What we wanna do is get this thing idling and get it warmed up.
And see if it circulates.
See if we get the cooling system to circulate and make sure there's no major leaks, although.
Are you seeing leaks already?
Yeah.
Delightful.
So anyway, my goal is to get it to where it at least idles, get it warmed up, and then we can work on wiring it properly and changing the oil.
Yep.
Getting brakes working.
Yep. I'm impressed that we've gotten this far on basically no sleep and in the heat. All right, you want me to fire her up, give her the beans?
Well, let's let it. No, we got to put a fuel can in the back because it's going to return fuel.
Oh, good point.
I think we're ready to give her the beans.
We're ready to fire her up. We got our temporary fuel situation.
Let's dump a little bit of fuel in there. Ooh, we got throttle pump.
Now we got.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, hold on. You know what? I don't know. My spark is unhooked.
That's why she's not firing.
Okay, now she'll fire it up.
Still doesn't want to quite idle.
Well, the carburetor has never been adjusted.
True. I think she sounds pretty good.
For being dormant for how long?
Yeah, she sounds healthy.
Okay, go ahead. It's running. So, do we have any oil pressure? Yeah. We got oil circulating up through the top.
Sounds like it's steadily starting to run better.
Well, it's still getting all the transmission fluid burnt out.
Oh, right.
Carburetor's going to need everything's just need a seat in there.
Yeah. Do we have any leaks?
I mean, I think so.
Seems to hold it.
Yeah, not bad.
All right, Dad, what's the plan from here?
We came up with a plan. That's unusual for us.
Yeah, it really is. What's also unusual is that we get an engine running
That fast?
and like, what? Very quickly.
Couple hours.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Well,
even.
as of right now, we know we don't have any brakes, so we have to work on that. They're all locked on. We have to work on the clutch.
Brakes are extremely helpful.
Yeah. Not 100% necessary, but very helpful.
To go to Pennsylvania, yes. Yes.
We're gonna have to do something rigging with the throttle linkage. We have to change the oil. We'll let it cool down for a little while first. Change the oil and filter, and then we're gonna wire in the fuel pump and the ignition coil in properly. And
temp gauge, you want to get?
Temp gauge, yes. The temperature gauge is not working at all. So I want to work at that a little bit. Even if we have to stop and get a mechanical one wire in. But the green wire is going right into the cabin. So I think I can lay under there. I could probably sit on the ground.
True.
And just work at that.
Yep.
Looks like it's hard to tell if the radiator's leaking or if that was just dumped. Because as of right now, it's still full. So
I didn't see anything.
Like nothing majorly was dripping.
No.
But it is all wet on this side.
Do you know if like the alternator's charging and
no clue.
All that good stuff?
You know what? We should check that. That's a really good thought.
All right, checking to see if the alternator is charging, see if she pops right off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, she's ready to go back to Pennsylvania.
She's ready to go. We got solid charging. Not sure if you can see that.
14 volts.
It's almost too easy. Now to get her ready for the road trip.
Okay, which part do you want to work on?
I don't know. I can change oil. I know how to change oil.
Okay.
That's simple. We're being very professional. We are actually changing the oil.
That's because it's running.
Okay, we'll be back at you later.
And this oil's dirty.
When we know the oil is dirty. We'll be back at you later when we have some stuff rigged in and, or no.
Not rigged.
Permanently rigged.
Hey, it's not gonna be rigged.
Permanently rigged. Progress update. We're making a shopping list.
Yes.
We do need a temp gauge. That one's shot. And we also need an oil filter because the one we got did not even fit close. And we need to, now we're figuring out lights and brakes. All the goodies.
Good stuff.
All the good stuff.
Arthur's relaxing on the ground.
Yep, hot.
He's cleaning up wheel bearings.
They're very crunchy.
We have the rotor off. Look at how dirty that rotor or rusty it is. Well, both front calipers so far are completely 100% locked up. They don't work. And so, yeah, we got to clean all these wheel bearings up and see if we can source some calipers. Brake hoses, actually there was fluid coming through them, so that's kind of good. Calipers, no such success. So we're going to continue on here as long as we can this evening before we go ahead and get parts. We're going to see if we can source some calipers and correct oil filter and some cookie sheets or something for the floor. Gotta find something for that. So, we gotta get headlights working too. We don't have any headlights.
But they're also just simply not connected.
They're also just not working, not connected, so yeah. But we're making progress. Just got the caliper moving. I mean, not well.
But it is moving.
Just got it to go back by beating on her with a dead blow. Took it apart, of course, which you're not supposed to do, of course.
Like everything else we do.
You got to move back.
Hey,
so
I'd rather do this than not have brakes. So,
yeah, and I doubt we're gonna find them, but maybe.
Amazing if we could actually get a little something.
Trust me, this is not the proper way of doing this.
Yeah, never seen a brake caliper just taken apart before.
Most people don't. We are packing bearings the good old-fashioned way by schmutzing it in. Front wheel bearings are getting re-greased, including the palm of my hand.
Speaking of greasing palms, check out our merch. Yep.
I mean, sure.
I'm not sure what that has to do with greasing palms, but doesn't have to do with like bribery. Anyway,
what?
You want some merch?
We're not going to bribe you to take it.
I mean, I guess not. I'm not sure what we had to bribe them with, but yep. Check out our merch.
Merch.
Yep. Live radical, love fearless, chase adventure. We made that up ourselves.
Yes. And we happen to like it.
Yep. Anyway, car's coming along. We're hoping that brakes will break. No,
what?
We're hoping that that the brake I don't even know. I'm getting too tired. That the brakes will work correctly.
Hey, look at this, guys. We have brakes.
We did. I think we did a really good job for
Look,
once.
it turns, and Arthur steps on the pedal, and it stops turning. And he lets off the pedal, and it works like a brake pedal. I'm actually quite impressed. And we changed nothing. We just took it all apart, freed it all up, stuck it all back together.
Hey, that's great. All right, Dad, what you doing?
Well, the clutch is no clutchy. So somebody somewhere along the line had put it, looks like a new clutch master up there.
We found it in the trunk.
Well, that's clutch slave.
Oh.
Yeah, the clutch master is up front.
Oh.
And then somebody put a new one of those, and then this clutch slave was in the trunk. We're like, sweet.
All right, Dad's got the cylinder changed out there.
And we're gonna start bleeding. Wow.
I don't see any bubbles yet. Hey, that's taking it down. That's looking promising.
It went back up. Okay, I have to bleed them. Ooh, we've got a clutch.
Nice.
Haha.
We have clutchage.
Absolutely.
Do we have gears?
Do we need gears?
That would be preferable.
You only need one.
Yeah, and it'd be reverse.
That would be a miserable ride.
All right, we are tracking down wiring problems. Getting lights going. Dad's thinking these fuses are not doing too well with fusing.
They're not. Ooh,
Oh, that has
but, well, we've got it coming to it, but not going through it. If that's any consolation.
well, not really. Anyway, there were a couple wires back here that just weren't connected, so connected back up. But we have zero power coming back here, so tracing down some problems and we'll have lights.
Hey, that's about it for a night. We are going to pack it in, clean up here, and get back at it tomorrow. So what we got done is
Quite a bit.
We got it running. That's huge.
Yep.
It actually runs. And got some lights working. We were working on those. We got headlights, we got parking lights, brake lights.
Brake lights.
We got turn signals that we have to put some toggle switches on yet. They're not going to flash by themselves.
But they light up.
But they light up. So that'll be nice.
Clutch. Got that.
We got the clutch fixed.
Yep.
We got the brakes, front brakes working.
Yep.
We got some fuel lines run.
You got your throttle hooked up.
Oh, we got the throttle hooked up on the carburetor. That's really nice. Yeah, we're making huge progress. So tomorrow we need to do something with the floor because we can't drive home like that. We do something with the floor, finish the wiring for the clicky-clack fuel pump, which we're gonna wire in, and
should be fairly simple.
Should be easy. And the turn signal toggle switches.
Oh, we got to put the bumper on.
Oh, we gotta put a bumper on.
It looks like it's missing. We'll have fun. There's bolts in here for it. We'll bolt it up best we can.
Yeah. Hey, we'll check back with you in the morning.
Significant progress.
The next day.
Good morning. We're back at it again. We slept really good last night, which is amazing.
But feel
Phenomenal.
fantastically better this morning. I can actually think.
So we're gonna have a lot more fun today. So anyway, we are here. And
Standing on the ground.
yeah, we are literally standing on the ground right now. Like on the ground.
Yeah, that's my foot. I don't know if you see that, but
And we're driving this car 1,000 miles home. So
but it does.
it runs.
I think we'll get it.
It runs. So today we got some wiring going to do. We have we had an oil filter, so we have to finish the oil change. So we got, hopefully it's the right one now.
Yeah.
Getting parts for this car is a little challenging. So really,
Especially when you're in the middle of the country, Missouri.
the only thing they had on the shelf anywhere that didn't have to order in for a couple days was the oil filter, which looks like the wrong oil filter that I was given the last time.
So it might just be the same one. Should check that first.
Anyway, there's no other real parts available for this thing, not readily. But we're gonna have to put floors in it. Wiring, floors, finish the oil change, see if it moves. Oh, we gotta mount the seats in somehow. I don't know how we're gonna do that. We got some professional quality tin for the floors because real tin was really expensive. So
Very.
we got some 8-inch stovepipe.
Good.
We're gonna cut down and put in here. That'll work. So,
As long as we have a floor.
we'll have a floor. Okay, we're gonna get at it.
And the guy we bought this car from has been absolutely amazing, letting us work right here under a shade tree, out here in the country, peaceful. Been super helpful. Looks like he left us a vacuum cleaner here and a light, some trash bags, and simply could not ask for any better spot to work on this thing.
Very true.
Absolutely amazing. So just goes to show that there's great people everywhere you look.
There are amazing people.
You just have to look pretty hard, but
Sometimes.
yeah, you have to look pretty hard sometimes.
Well, this is the only part that we've actually found in the store so far for this Spitfire.
I don't think it's the right one.
Hopefully it
I'll
fits.
give her a gander here, but
Not the right oil filter.
no.
Well, the only part that we can get for this car is not the right one. Guess we're putting the old oil filter back on.
Yeah, I was very gentle to it when I took it off.
That's good.
Just for that reason.
Okay,
I was
well,
like, I don't want to bend this thing all up.
parts are not readily available for this car. We're driving 1,000 miles. We couldn't find anything. Like, we tried finding brake calipers, brake hoses. I just couldn't find a thing. So,
People will be like, yeah, because they're all online in the UK.
yeah.
Well,
We could order this stuff, but it'll be here next week sometime. Well, we gotta be at work next week. Now, as you guys know, I have done some pretty cringy things, you know, like grinder inside the cylinder walls and stuff like that. You know, we do whatever we have to do to make it work sometimes, but I have never stooped so low as to reuse an oil filter.
probably from the 90s. But what else are we going to do?
I don't know.
Can't not have an oil filter.
No, just so you guys have a idea of how much stuff we have to fit in that Triumph. All that. I mean, we have a Jeep Liberty, is the lowest of the low Jeep. Yeah, I get that. But we have 4 tires in here that, because we didn't know these tires were new. We don't want to junk those tires because they're still good. We got to get them all inside of that Spitfire and us. Well, Arthur is here. Arthur's here working on our fuel setup.
Yeah, it's on the bottom.
He zip tied a bolt to the end of that hose, stuck it in there. This setup has a return line, so we have to have another fuel tank as a return line. We're just doing this for now. We're actually going to stick these gas cans right behind the seats once we get the seats mounted and the floor made, so we can swap them while we're going down the road. But we'll run both lines into the same tank.
We should also see if it moves at all.
Yeah, well, we can do that real soon here. So Arthur's going to turn the switch on and we're going to see if we get fuel. May have to suck on that fuel line because those little clicky clacks wired in there because our fuel pump didn't work. The little clicky clacks are designed to push fuel, not pull it.
Yes. All right. Fuel.
Turn the toggle switch on. You can hear it doing something. Come on, little buddy.
All right. Well, Dad figured out our fuel problem while we weren't getting fuel. His brand new fuel pump was was on strike permanently from new, apparently.
Brand new from Amazon for 10 bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, you spend good money on something.
Spend good money on Amazon on something.
You really think it should work. Nah, $10 for one of these is dirt cheap. That's why we brought 2.
So we have 2, and that one is pumping lots of fuel.
Yeah, go ahead and show them.
Make sure you get all your wires.
Oh, it's,
yeah.
See this? Woohoo! Yeah, that works now.
All right, the switch is off now.
Okay.
Anyway, we got fuel, so we're gonna fire her up in a bit, and
how do we know it's a her?
I don't remember what we were decided on this one. It's actually been going pretty easy.
That's true.
Really?
I mean, it's still.
I mean, yeah, stuff's still locked up, but we're getting it freed up.
This one, it's ready and willing to go after years of neglect.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible. You shouldn't neglect your hers.
Yeah, don't neglect your hers. I'm not really sure what we're talking about. Anyway, we're feeling a lot more lively than we were yesterday. Maybe because it's not too hot yet, but.
Well, and we got sleep.
And we got sleep is amazing. Actually, sleep is almost better than drugs, I think. Not like I would have any
Experience
experience really. Well, caffeine, but Anyway,
that's a drug.
I'm sure what we're talking about. I'm not sure if we explained this before or not. I think we did, but we have our coil and our fuel pump wired into this toggle switch so we can turn them on, turn them off as needed.
We were going to put it in the dash,
but like the dash is not very dashing. Dash is shot. I'm actually kind of concerned that it would fall off with the first bump we hit.
Probably.
We'll be just resting on the steering column.
Okay, go ahead and flip that switch on again. We'll make sure we have...
And this switch is very professionally wired because there's nowhere to mount it. Huh? Here, clicking package.
Oh yeah, okay. We got fuel, folks. Let's just see if she starts first, and then...
Yep.
And we'll see if she moves. Cup holder.
Oh, look at that. Actually, I could use a drink.
You gotta stay hydrated when you're doing this stuff.
Yeah, especially in 100-degree weather. We have no idea if this thing... We think it has gears because we did fix that clutch. Happy days. No? You can see exactly where we're leaking. Can we patch it? See? Look, it's like a pinhole right there.
Oh, I see it. We're gonna have to try to patch that somehow. Well, let's see if it at least moves. I have no idea if I have any gears.
Hey, we got forward. And he promptly stalled it, but we had forward. Look at that. You're dragging wires.
What?
You're dragging wires.
Oh. I'll pull those up
Put
inside.
them back in there. He's fighting with it.
We don't have reverse.
No reverse. Yeah, it's moving under its own power.
We have brakes.
And we have brakes. Look at that. We got running. A little bit of fabrication and we'll be headed for home. What are you thinking, Dad?
Throttle needs help because it only goes about that far. So we're gonna have to rework that bracket.
Which we knew already. But it looked like you had a good working parking brake.
Parking brake works amazing. It actually releases. The front brakes are working. I don't know if the wheel cylinders are doing anything, but whatever.
You had a lot of things dragging underneath.
Oh, really?
Like parts of the car, wires, all sorts of goodies.
I'd like to see my temperature gauge go up, but it's not moving yet. We got updates. Arthur's having joyous time. We don't have a saw or a grinder or a sawzall or anything. We have a sanding disc.
Yeah, I like how we're gonna need to fabricate some things. Bring 0 items to fabricate. We got literally our fabricating items are vice grip and one little polisher grinder thing, which is completely shot.
And a Leatherman.
Yeah, with a completely shot. Anyway.
That'd be good. Well, see, here's the problem. Fabricating a bracket for this throttle. This was way too high. We need to get down lower so that we can actually get full pull on the throttle cable.
That's gonna be hot. That's why I'm drinking.
It's gonna be fun to pinch that in there. Okay, so Arthur's been working at that. I've been over here working on getting turn signals and stuff working, and we're gonna wire in this boat toggle switch assembly that we pulled out of another parts boat of ours. And we use it on another car. And before you crucify me on wire nuts on cars, I know, I'm not supposed to, but quite frankly, this will be coming out of here and when we get back and getting fixed.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that's beauteous.
Is it gonna work?
I think I might have workage.
Okay, well, you wanna flip these toggle switches here so that
look at that.
These viewers understand that things are working, somewhat. The turn signals, okay, right turn is accessory and left turn is cabin lights.
So this
Just
is, yeah, right,
backwards.
okay, so this is right?
Absolutely, look at that professional turn signal. And left. Oh, see, look at that. And you want to hit the brake pedal because we actually do have real brake lights hooked up.
Yeah.
Never mind, I have them all cut right now.
Oh, they were working when you took it on a little spin earlier.
Yes,
perfectly fine.
They do work, and the front turn signals are working too. So we'll get there. So with that, toggle switch assembly is going to go over into the little glove box-ish thing over there, and whoever is on co-pilot is going to be flipping the switches.
Which won't be much because we'll be sitting in the same slow lane the whole way home.
Probably. Oh well. We have a long ways to go. We're planning on leaving here in 4 hours
Couple
or so.
hours.
5 hours. We'll get there. We got to put a floor in. That's important. But I had to have lights.
Got this throttle professionally installed. I didn't have quite enough of a groove in there, but to jam that bolt through, or for the throttle cable. But she ain't going anywhere because zip ties, you know. And yeah, when we give it throttle, does spring, well, okay. It's not really liking to spring back as quickly now. Full throttle and then it goes back to like 3/4.
Well,
but
that's when I pull up under here. Like that's full throttle.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just need to put a spring on the pedal.
That'll be nice. Nice springy pedal. Those are nice. So yeah, we're very close to having a road worthy car, and then we just have to do something with the interior.
Why does it have to be roadworthy? Because quite frankly, driving down here, the roads weren't exactly car worthy.
Yeah, roads aren't car worthy, so why do cars have to be road worthy?
Exactly. I don't think that's right.
Status update. Starting to put floor in. We got stovepipe tin. That was the cheapest thing we could find. We found actual tin, but it's like $75 a pop. I mean, who has that kind of money? It's almost as much as we paid for the car. Not quite, but almost. Anyway, so we're doing that now. Or Dad's doing that. Lights are all in. The way we have it here is this is going to be like left turn signal, right turn signal, parking lights, and then we actually just wired in our coil and the fuel pump right to the accessory one. I think Dad has a switch over there separate for the headlights, but
yeah,
it's
under here right now.
We're doing interior stuff, which we know diddly squat-o about.
I'm not a fabricator, folks.
And remember, we are not restoring this vehicle. We don't know anything about restoring.
We want to get it mechanically running, driving, pass it off onto somebody who can restore it.
Mechanically sound. He just said mechanically running.
Yes. And then pass it off onto somebody who can restore it.
Yes. Yes, because that is not our expertise. We are about a couple hours away from headed home. Well, first we actually have to run up north to the top of Missouri, drop that thing off, because remember that vehicle is sold. And then we'll head home in this. So it'll give us a good chance to get all the kinks out of this before we head home with the vehicle.
And we still have to do something with the cooling system.
Yes, because we did have a leak. Not a horrible leak, but it was steadily leaking.
I mean, for most people, they consider that horrible. For us, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't lose everything within 2 minutes, so that's not bad. Well, here's what we're doing with the floors, folks. We've got, hey, that worked.
That worked pretty good.
We're bolting these pieces of wood down to these rails that the other owner, not the owner that sold us the car, the other owner, put in there. And we'll probably just put a little bit of tin over these big open spots.
Tin as in stovepipe.
Yeah, but tin nonetheless. And then whenever we find carpet, we can do the fine work, which will probably just be cutting a piece and jamming it in there.
So, well, we don't have long enough self-drilling screws.
So we're recessing.
So we're recessing them with a bit driver.
Absolutely.
You know?
Just like the good Lord intended.
Again, not a how-to video.
We're like a how-to if you don't have anything else.
If you came with a lot of stuff, but not the stuff you need to do to fix stuff properly,
yep,
you get creative with what you have. All right, that's cleaning out the trunk. But yeah, the seats are in. That one's kind of broke, laying against the back, so it has lots of room, but we're good. Got our professional floor in here. Don't start asking me to do your body work. I know this is nice.
Yeah, don't get jealous or anything.
Don't get jealous, and it's not my thing. I know I did a really good job with this one, the professional and everything, but look at that. Almost no seams, so it's good. Look at that. That one was up there, which is kind of nice. Somebody put that in there a while back. Got our stovepipe floor in there with wood underneath of it, bracing the seats up. We are about ready with it. It's pretty awesome.
We did just put the bumper on. That was such a project.
Yeah.
Literally 30 seconds.
A couple bolts.
And boom, it's on.
The radiator is a concern. And so I don't know if you want to, you probably don't want to look at what I did, but
It's on the front?
yeah.
Oh, good Lord. What is that?
That's a patch.
Is that the only place where it's leaking?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Then we're good.
Anyway, we're letting that dry. We're gonna clean up our tools because it's about ready to head on out.
Yep.
Got seat covers.
I don't know what else we can do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really.
See if we can find like an Ollie's or a carpet mart or something like that and get a remnant of carpet to put on the floor so we don't cut ourselves all up. That would be
True.
nice.
Well, then why don't we have lunch up 15 minutes the other way from here?
It's true.
See if we can find something.
Piece of carpet. Because that's like right where you get in and out over there is going a little rough. But
Yeah.
it'd be all right. I mean, it's professional.
Sure. But yeah, we got our gas tanks. We're gonna be, yeah. Our seats are very, very professionally mounted. Not.
There's no
Because they're rotted away underneath.
Yeah, there's no mounts under there anymore. It's just sitting right on a cushion on the board. So if you're questioning how rigged this car is on a scale of 1 to 72, it's
We're about like at a 75.
it's really rigged.
Maybe a little more.
It's really rigged. There's a lot of rigged stuff on it. It's we have a long ways to drive home. We should actually do the math and see how many miles we have to drive.
We'll put the miles. We'll put the miles right up here. Or no, I think actually I'll put them down here. I'll put them down.
Anyway, also, hey, if you enjoy watching content like this that is 100% not professional, then we're glad you're here. Don't forget to subscribe. That is actually right down in that corner. You can.
We have no idea what we're doing.
Yeah, you can click on that corner right down in there, and you can subscribe to our channel. Actually, it really does help us out, and I absolutely love doing this kind of stuff with my sons.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna send her.
And if you are anywhere on the East Coast and you have a car that you want to get rid of for
Absolutely.
basically nothing, you know, hit us up. We will.
We don't pay more than $500 for a car.
Nope, because that makes it way more entertaining.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, no more than 500. But if you have something sitting in your barn and it has a title, give us a ring. And it needs to be complete.
Yes.
Although I'm not sure why we're saying this, because this one wasn't complete.
This one wasn't complete,
But I have an engine and transmission.
It's got a drive line.
That's the biggest things. Yeah.
Anyway, it's been good.
Yep.
We'll keep you updated.
Yep. About ready to head out. But first, we're going to clean up, eat some lunch. So we were just starting to clean up here, and a thought that I had, we've been working on this for almost exactly 24 hours. It is approximately 12:14 Central Time here, and we got here a little before lunch yesterday. Plus we had a full night's sleep last night.
Got a hotel?
Full night's sleep.
Yeah, like more than like
we quit-
8:30 to 6?
Yeah, we quit working on this, what, 6 o'clock last night?
Something like that.
So in all reality, we've only really spent not even, maybe 12 hours working on this.
And it's ready to roll.
And it's ready to, well.
It runs and moves.
It runs and moves and stops and has lights.
And does not have reverse.
But that's minor. Can push it.
Yeah, gonna have to push it just to get it out of here. We are soon ready to head on out, but floor's a little sharp in places because of the professionalism of the floor install. So we ran to Lowe's and got some of this outdoor carpet stuff. So we're gonna have to work like crazy to get these seats back out and make sure that we can put carpet on the floor.
Yeah, that's working like crazy, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bird pooped on the seat already.
Ah, come on, bird.
Okay, got that one too. Okay, so now we're gonna carpet the interior here.
I'm gonna do it the professional way.
Yeah.
By the way, we do have a clean windshield now. I mean, wow, that looks really good on video.
Doesn't look too bad in real life either.
No. We'll be back at you when we have our professional floor installed. It'll be installed like snap that. Yeah. Okay, how about right now? And boom, it's done. Just like that. And hey, I think we did a pretty good job. We left all this extra in the back to cover up our fuel tanks, fuel cans. So that way if they splash, we won't get splashed.
It'll soak the carpet instead. What's better than soaking us?
We will have a fire extinguisher handy.
Yes. Time to install seats.
Install seats. Installed.
Installed.
Let the comments roll. Listen, actually, this is actually one of the safer vehicles we've driven. We got almost brand new tires. We got full, like, good brakes, decent brakes, and what else was I gonna say? Oh, full lights. Well, folks, we are about ready to head on out. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm slightly terrified, but that's why I'm going to be the chase vehicle for the first 200 miles. We did look it up on GPS, and it's just under 1,200 miles home.
Yes.
Just under 1,200.
Just under 1,200 miles. So we're going to go to.
So for those
northern Missouri.
For those of you over in the UK, that's like
more.
That's like farther than kilometers. Farther. I'm not sure. That's like you driving very far.
Anyway, if you're in UK and you don't know mileage, I get you. Actually, kilometers makes more sense. And measuring system makes more sense than the whole I get it.
It does.
But 1,200 miles is a long ways.
It is.
It's halfway across the country.
Well, this is a big country. Oh, man. Hey, we'll see if she makes it. All right. This is it, folks. We are headed for home. We are headed out from where this thing was sitting. It's Maiden voyage. We have not taken this thing on a test drive. So this is its maiden voyage. There he goes. Very promising.
A few moments later.
All right, we are still in the driveway. And Dad said it didn't make it very far.
No, it got here and acting like it ran out of fuel.
Oh.
Oh, and it did.
We did move those tanks all around, so it probably wasn't up on the, why wasn't on the bottom of the tank?
It just lost its prime. I can turn the switch back on. There we go. It's full.
All right, now let's see if we make it any farther.
We're underway. Rolling down the road. I feel like I'm driving a vehicle that's about ready to fall apart. But hey, it's running great.
Well, made to a gas station. How you feeling, Dad?
It's gonna be one long ride home.
It's a little toasty.
Well, that too, but I'm losing my electronics in there. My temp gauge is disappearing.
Yeah, you had no brake lights.
Yeah, it's because I was using the e-brake.
Oh.
Well, but then every time I hit the brakes before, my temp gauge would leave and my tach would drop down.
Huh?
Yeah, it was the electronics are all. I hope it's charging, and we gotta check the charging. That was what I was really worried about.
Okay.
I gotta put another throttle spring on there. My auto's like, that throttle doesn't come down. 3,000 RPMs is just stuck there. So I hardly have to use the gas to move.
Hey, there's a much nicer vehicle right there. A little nicer than this thing.
This was $500.
Exactly. Plus, we are like in the metropolitan area of Missouri. There is so much traffic on this road.
I could not believe the amount of traffic.
Could not pull out. Like, man. Well, made it here. And first minor repair, but overall,
running.
She's still moving up forward.
I gotta know what my temperature's doing though.
Yep.
I don't like that.
Yep. All right, status update. Dad thinks he has the wiring situation figured out. Professionally. I had to run and go get a fuel pump because apparently the $10 Amazon cheapo depots, they don't like life, especially in 100-degree weather. So I had to run back down to the next town and get a $67 fuel pump, $62 fuel pump, something like that.
Pedal broken. So
Pedal broken.
Yeah.
So it's already broken.
We already bought it.
Yeah.
Quite.
Anywho,
almost as much on this crazy fuel pump as we did in the car.
I know, right?
It seems like.
Not quite. So we'll say Chinese fuel pumps last about 15 miles. Anyway, so put that back on, see what she does. I'll get going again. And here comes the sun. It's behind a cloud and it feels so nice. It's just still hot. All right, we have the new fuel pump wired in, and she wants to go. It pumps tremendously better. Yeah. Were you just gonna leave these ground like this?
Yeah, it's ground wire.
Okay. Anyway, pumps a lot pumpier, betterer. Yeah, that. Yeah. Anyway, Dad's reattaching his throttle spring again, and gonna take off again. See how far we make it this time. All right, update. Made several more miles down the road. It did not break down, which is good. Dad's just feeling a little bit of a wobble up in the front end. He's wanting to check out the suspension.
Yeah,
see what she's doing.
It's a fascinating wobble. It's like all over the place. We have to be careful with that. It hits our click clack.
Oh.
Anyway.
That is off, right?
Yes.
So anyway,
check out the wobble.
Dad's checking out some wobbly.
It's like driving a go-kart, literally, like really fast.
Dad's like, I have to be flying. He's doing 55, which is the speed limit. Okay.
I mean, seems fine. Our radiator is not leaking.
That's amazing. She's not overheating or doing anything dumb?
Same, right?
It's like you're overheating the car, isn't it? But man, it's hot.
Yeah.
By the way, folks, we are drinking so much water. We're drinking so much water and we're not peeing at all. So I guess our bodies need it. Yeah, anyway. I have AC in the Jeep, but he does not. So I'm nice and cool. But he's roasting. It's hot out there.
Anyway, we lost the clutch. We have no clutch. No clutch pedal. So it just is in gear all the time.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, if we could nurse it, start it in gear, and nurse it down into that parking lot, it'd be better than we're trying to work on it on the road.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotta do something with that.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, just take it extra slow and you're right behind you. We're right at Route 70, by the way, so this is why there's so much traffic. But we are in the middle of nowhere, and there is a parking lot, so that's trying to rip it around. Well, we made it here. Coming up to the roundabouts, coming up over the top of the highway. Zero clutch. Lost clutch. So we limped it in here to actually the shade of this hotel. Working in shade. We got lots of stuff around us.
Got McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's.
A gas station. A hotel. It doesn't get any better.
Auto parts store.
Yeah. Okay. Almost doesn't get any better than this.
Doesn't get any better.
You want to put my hood prop in over there?
Yes. All right. Now we get to figure out what's the issue.
Yeah, I can see.
Oh.
We got wettage.
Lots of wettage. I bet you there's diddly nothing. Nothing diddly.
Nice.
So it looks like we have a leak to find.
Well, that's gonna be coming out of this brandy new clutch master cylinder.
Oh, good.
But it's not.
Oh.
What? Why is it not? Maybe it's leaking out of the line? Oh, it's wet up there.
Yeah, it is. It's leaking like...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so maybe we just tighten that down.
Well, it's all the way tight. I'll have to pull that apart and see what's going on. Okay, well.
All right, well, that was an easy diagnosis.
Yes, that's better than
other things.
Yeah, I don't know what else. Better than this actually leaking out the slave cylinder itself.
Yeah.
Oh, it's look at this.
Oh.
Take a look at this.
Oh.
We did not have that out, guys. We didn't do anything with it because we were like, it's installed, it looks good, and it bled up. Well, that's our problem.
Okay. All right.
So let's get some wrenches out. What are you thinking? It's a nice day.
Yeah, it is. It's nice to be in the shade too.
Yeah, but
we're making progress.
Yeah,
it's moving.
Found issues. Okay, somebody put a new line on here, you know, and it's supposed to be a double flare on the end of that. That's just a single flare. It's not a great one. Can't focus flare good. Some people like that too. But problem is, down the side of there, they put some sort of adapter down there so the line will fit, and you probably can't see it very good, but it's all squished and bent and off to the side, and hopefully I have another brake fitting that's the same as this, or a longer, so we can get it down in there. Excuse me, in there further, so we can tighten it up, because this is not going to work.
You want me to try to get that squash thing out of there?
Yeah, we'll get it out of there. Okay, here's the deal. Look at this. That is like a compression, like one of those little crush things for a compression fitting.
So what you're saying is that doesn't belong down there?
No, no. But I understand, you know, they were like, it doesn't fit with this, because they need a deeper nut here. So anyway, and that needs to be a double flare on the end, or a bubble flare on the end of this one. Okay, we do have brake tools along. Hopefully we have a fitting that's the same thread. Okay.
So we don't really have the right tools or the right parts as normal.
They're all
nearest auto parts store is a long distance away. So
okay, so see these here? These are all roughly the same length as that one. So we're gonna have to get creative.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Well, it needs to be like twice as long, one of those really long flares. We're gonna get creative here. So we're gonna take our grinder and try to grind this one smooth, or maybe one of those smooth, and we'll use that as a bushing in here so that we can then thread this down against.
The grinder.
I just came up with a plan. Hopefully the grinder is still grinding. Oh boy. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We're gonna make that thing smooth. That'll be nice. Where most people would have just driven the half hour, 45 minutes and got the right part, we make our own.
Absolutely.
Once again,
we're making progress.
Overcoming and improvising. Our little sanding wheel sanded its last.
It was not it was a polisher. Okay, all right. Anyway. It was a polisher. It was not a grinding wheel because we forgot them. So now we have a new grinding wheel.
We shoved that in there.
Just, yeah. Against the Leatherman file.
But here's the deal.
We're going to make it smaller. It's working. That's the deal.
It's not in there straight. Okay. But that was working. Like we did that. It was probably out to there. We probably shaved 1/16 of an inch off.
Yeah. That's tremendous.
Yeah. Look at all the shavings.
Ha! All right, folks. Well, this is that was the before. That's the after, if I can focus on it. And anyway, you get the idea. Significant difference. Kind of reminds me of that scene from Cars, you know. You too can look like me. Ka-chow.
Ain't happening anymore.
Nope. Anyway, that's trying to straighten it out. Got a little crockeye crooked there at the end.
A little bit.
But just tad. We'll get it. We're getting it. So Dad said he's gonna flare the end of this. Kind of like a brake line, but not really brake lines for a clutch.
Yeah, it's still the same thing.
And I've never seen one of these before because I am the non-mechanic in the family. And anyway, he said he's gonna flare it. So I was like, well, does that mean that he's gonna give it a scarf and a nice flannel and a fancy peacock hat?
Most mechanics won't know what you're talking about.
No, just trying to figure out what flare means.
There.
Oh, look at that.
That's what it's supposed to look like. Except for it's not.
Ain't no flannel and fancy hat, but it's called flare. Then you gotta get a little straight. It's gonna be kind of hard with the flannel and the fancy hat. There we go.
Wow. Took me a little bit to get that.
We made our own fitting.
We have a clutch again. That was, I don't know, an hour or so.
Not even.
Not even? Ah, we're good. We've gone how many miles so far? Have we gone 50 miles yet?
Oh yeah. We're over an hour in actual drive time.
Okay. Okay, that's
we got
good.
a ways to go yet.
Yeah, so we're gonna top our gas can off and keep going.
Well, we pulled in here to a Dollar General to get some supplies. My dad was waiting on me. He was looking underneath. Found out we got a fuel leak.
Fuel line leaking. Just directly underneath. Whatever. Gotta fix it.
Yeah. Hey, at least we have fuel line stuff.
Yes. It's not leaking bad, but it is like drip, 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 drip.
Sound should probably be fixed. How many of those have you drank today, by the way?
Well, I drank that all the way down. Drank 2 of those.
That's crazy. That is a lot of water that our body. Yeah, I've drank an insane amount. I peed once. That's crazy. But like, that's literally crazy. We're drinking like.
I don't know, a couple gallons.
Hydrate, ladies and gentlemen. But it is so much nicer out here when the sun goes down. Oh man.
My lid's broken. It's gonna be a wet ride for somebody. That might dry out pretty quick, you never know.
That's a literal puddle, Dad. A literal puddle. Yeah, so I took a gander underneath this car. I was like, whoa, bad fuel leak. And I was like, oh no, wait a second. That was the water. Yeah. All right, quick, simple fix. There was a section of fuel line that was extremely healthy. Otherwise known as it was basically completely disintegrated. So put a new section on. Now we can get the car to start. Absolutely cracks me up. Nothing around, not much. I don't know if you can tell, but that is a Dollar General in the middle of a field. Yeah, let's look for like literally the most unpopulated place on earth and pop a gas station and a Dollar General in the middle of the field and call it town. Why not? Well, how you feeling, Dad? Nothing but mint.
It is absolutely 100% the most amazing road trip vehicle ever. If you're insane. We just did what, 60, 70 miles, something like that? I don't know, 60 miles?
It was a ways.
60,
It's a good ways.
like
But I'm interested to know how much gas did we use? We went a ways. We're like more than 45 minutes from where we're selling the Jeep. So that means we are almost 3 hours. 3 hours like normal drive time away from where we drive. So what are we, 150 miles probably so far? 100, over 100. Probably the first 50 were the roughest.
Yes.
But since then.
Now that last stretch is doing fine.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to when you get in the car and you can operate the turn signals, because that's difficult.
What's that?
I have no idea how it's going to work.
All right, so we're not too far away from where we're dropping this Jeep off. Now we have an issue. We've got to fit all of our stuff from the Jeep in here.
Including 4 tires.
Including 4 tires. Okay. It's going to be delightful. We're going to be taking a lot of stuff out and shoving it in nooks and crannies.
And in tires.
A few moments later.
All right. Packed up. Here's how we are. Actually, not really too horrible. We got our bags and like important stuff here, like yeah, like documents, legal, title and all that, phones. And then this is the trunk. Fortunately, we do have to leave a tire here.
Wow.
In the Jeep, yeah, it's gonna leave. Yeah, we're not leaving it here. And this is our trash pile. Yeah, I have to leave my cooler here because there is simply no spot for it. Other than that, yeah, we do have to leave the old carb. Trash that, unfortunately. That's the stuff we simply cannot fit in. Yeah, sorry, I'm starting to talk tired because it's, what time is it? 11:28. So, another thing I thought of when I was looking at my watch, I don't know if you can see that. So the red circle on my watch is how many calories I burnt. I get it. And then the green little circle is how active I was. So I burnt an insane amount of calories without doing squat active. Like literally, I might have walked a few hundred feet, but burnt a crazy amount of calories. Is that possible from just the heat? I guess it is. My body was working hard doing nothing. I mean, some people, you know, some people claim they work hard doing nothing, but we're doing lots of something. Oh, nice. Dad has all his snack holders in the... Guess that works. Oh, I have them too. All right, we are ready to head out. Before you guys holler and say that we did illegal dumping with the trash, I did ask the employees, and they were very helpful. And actually, the employees, one of them even helped me throw away the trash. So we got full permission to throw stuff in their dumpster. That's nice. So, yeah, we are ready to head on out and drop this Jeep off. Get rid of the vehicle we know runs well and move to this one.
This one's not running bad right now.
Yeah, right now.
It's just hard to put fuel in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we dropped the Jeep off. We have everything in this car, and we have got, oh, my flashlight's on, 14 hours and 49 minutes. Hey, it's not too bad. 14:48.
975 miles.
975. And it is the middle of the night in rural Missouri. There's a lot of heat coming off this thing.
Oh, yeah.
You can feel it.
Yeah, we're not going to get cold.
Now, anywho, we are headed home. Well, we are here in Ohio, about 10 miles across the line. We just did a nice long run. The car is doing great. We're doing worse than the car. We are very dehydrated and hot and bothered.
It's all right.
That's okay. We aren't feeling too grumpy. We're just feeling very lightheaded and just done with life.
Wow.
Well, not done with life. Yeah, okay. All right. Anyway, we're headed inside to get some liquid in our veins.
All right, we're going to work on the car for a little bit. It needs a little bit of work. We're going to rotate tires because they're pretty bad. We asked the people in the gas station if we can use an empty lot, and they said go for it. So we have to hydrate. We're getting pretty dry.
Yeah.
Car's running not too bad. It's not overheating. So while we hydrate, work on the car, you know, there's Important things to do.
Very important. Very highly important.
We're going to give it a professional paint job.
Hey, I think all the experts will agree that we do everything professionally.
Of course.
Of course.
And just because we do our own stuff right doesn't mean we're going to do that for everybody else.
We even brought tape stuff off. I mean, how much more professional can you get?
I don't think it can get more professional.
Anyway, we're gonna paint it while we hydrate. Well, Dad's just finishing up painting, even though it still looks horrible. Put the first coat on. We did not get near enough spray paint. So she has a first coat. Barely. I do not like how the back looks. I mean, I guess it looks better. It's ready for the final coat. How about that? That gave us a good break from sweating. And two seconds into taking the seats out, we found another can of spray paint that we forgot about. So we can do a little better touch-up job after we put all the trim back on, but took all the tape off. But actually, the worst was back here. Yeah. That's where we've done the wrong out. All right, got the car painted here. And Dad, what did we find when we were painting the car?
Yeah, there's some structural issues. Causing the tires to wear us dumb.
Majorly dumb.
Control arms down here are coming loose because they're all rusted away underneath there. You can't see it real well, but it's moving up there. So we're rigging something together. Found a saw blade, trying to stiffen it up a bit.
Got to get a little better something.
It's all those Indiana roads. Those Indiana roads were terrible.
Yeah.
Route 70 through Indiana was not a car-worthy road.
Or motorcycle-worthy road, or literally anything. Probably not even a horse-worthy road.
I didn't really even see any motorcycles on that road because I think they get launched.
Nope.
But anyway, we're going to fix this up again.
All right, so here's what's going on.
It's all rusted.
And major movage.
Yes.
So we have to figure out how. Oh, it actually. Oh.
It broke out of here.
Oh.
And here.
Oh. Well, we can fix that. Well, we discovered that someone had tried welding this before and had done some stuff. There was some solid metal that Dad found the screw to on the back side of that.
So it doesn't move.
So that one's very firm now. All right. Found out that we found some very solid stuff to screw to on this side too.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of torque on the bottom, but it's not a lot we can do with that. We're just gonna have to take it really easy.
But the good news is we are out of Indiana and no more huge, it was just constant kaboom, 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 kaboom for 180 miles.
Something like that.
And that's just how the roads were. But now that we have Ohio, then our home state of Pennsylvania to go yet. All right, time to get cleaned up and back on the road. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just missed out on a show. Dad went over there to get gas, and I was putting this toolbox back in. I had my hand up here, and this toolbox slipped and it impaled the top of my hand on top of that rusty screw. I could not get it back out. Finally, I had to rip it back down. Yeah. Hallelujah. We are starting to get tired. Life is starting to seem a little more frustrating, even though it's really, I mean, how awesome is this? Just for reference, so we didn't sleep Wednesday night, slept really good Thursday night, did not sleep Friday night, and today is Saturday, and Saturday afternoon, late Saturday afternoon, we still got a ways to go. So we'll see. We shall see how far we make it. All right, folks, she's all painted up, ready to go. This is the final product. Got a new paint job, which I think it looks better. Boy, who's putting their greasy paws on it? Probably me. Biggest news is we had everything out, so we had to repack everything, and somehow, don't know what we did, but we got a few more inches out of the seat. So that means that I don't have to have my knees up near the top of the windshield anymore. That's tremendous. Longest trip here. Oh man, but we are glad to be back in the state. Now we know we have 5 more hours home. All right, a couple of you are just seeing this for the first time here. Actually, all of you. I'm getting tired. Now watch out, are you sure it's not diesel? It's green.
I don't know why they put.
There's a radio station playing really, really loud in the background. But anyway, put it right in there. Fuel her up. That's how we've been doing it the whole trip.
We do have an extra can down underneath this bags.
Yeah.
So in case we
might come in handy on the turnpike.
Yeah, in case we run out, because we can go 100 miles.
Yep, on
this tank.
On one tank. Yep. We're on the final home stretch of our journey. Last 200 miles on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, headed east. And we just had this thing, what felt like we were flying. Looked at the speedometer app on our phone, 60 mile an hour.
That's about as fast as we've gone.
60. So that shows how slow we've gone this entire trip. That's why we can't make any time.
We're doing like 50, 55.
Yep. But anyway.
Tires look good.
Yeah.
Let's check the oil.
That would probably be wise. All right, mechanical update. What's going on, Dad?
Well, we checked the oil and it's still just about full. It's a little low, but not much. But she's showing some signs of getting some tiredness. Like little things like the valve cover starting to leak a little. Water pump's starting to seep a bit down there. That was showing some signs of doing something, but
now it's kind of stopped.
It stopped. So the front crank seal is leaking a little bit. It's also going into cylinder deactivation mode once in a while. Like we lose one of the cylinders. We drop down to 3 cylinders once in a while. Figure it's cylinder deactivation. Just can't turn the fuel injector off when it's carbureted.
Okay.
Other than that, oh, the rear diff is leaking on the exhaust, so we get to smell gear oil once in a while. But so she's developing some leaks. It'll be all right. We made back. That was a great adventure.
Oh my.
We made it back with the car. We're here at Arthur's house. You might recognize the garage. But yeah, we had fun. It was a good trip. It really was.
Yep. Not sure if I want to do it again right away, but
Not right away. Let's wait a little
get
bit.
a much bigger car next time.
It was really
with
little.
a roof, and do it in the winter time so we have heat.
Oh, we have lots of heat.
Well,
Anyway,
anyway.
thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate it. The answer to the question is yes, it will run and drive 1,200 miles. It did great.